going live. I'm live now. Hello there, nieces and nephews. This is your Uncle Bill. Welcome to the Bill Dube Variety Channel, where we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, and we climb. Climb is metaphorical for physical activity. That's what we're all about this week, is climbing. And as always, hopefully the sound is working. Somebody will tell me when they get here. And anyways, the thing that we have, hi Bridget, can you hear me okay? Hopefully everything's going great over at your home. Here are 5 crazy things from Uncle Bill's house. Now, I know I've shown you inserts before. This is a memory foam insert, not recommended by Uncle Bill, but Uncle Bill got curious. So I cut one in half. That's what's inside one of these memory foams. So now you know. Memory foam into the garbage. Now, I don't know if any of you know what this is. This is a special ball. Very therapeutic, and it's for people with damage to their neck muscles, like Uncle Bill had because of all the radiation in my neck. But what you do is you put this under your chin, and you don't push down, you open your mouth like that. And that's a neck exercise for your chin and your jaws, and to help you keep from getting, I forgot what it's called, but where you get, not lockjaw, but where your jaw starts snapping because it's not balanced properly. Andrew, great to see you here. The only thing we had, I don't know if you caught everything, was memory foam. I suggested against it. That's the stuff that goes into these guys. Very and I decided that I'd cut one of them in half. That was kind of fun. And we're up to the chin ball. And we are going to keep this live down to 30 minutes today. This is an eyeglasses case. Uncle Bill still kayaks. I haven't been for an extra special long time. You put these onto your eyeglasses, and then if they fall off your head, hopefully these will still be attached and they'll float, because this is filled with memory foam also. Well, hopefully not memory foam. Hopefully it's closed cell foam. I couldn't tell if it was an inner tube or foam, but I'm pretty sure it's foam now. That's, what is that? That's 3. And number 4, over at the Dollar Tree now they have premium protein. This is a drink much like Ensure Plus. And if you're like looking to lose weight, which is kind of physical activity too, you might substitute this for one of your meals a day. If you got 30 of these, it would cost $30 over at the Dollar Tree. And after 30 days, that would be quite a bit of calories that we would be changing out from our normal meals. Also, instead of using hard candy that's made out of sugar, you could go and use hard candy that is sugar-free. Yeah, hard candy that's sugar-free. And the last thing, physical activity. This is probably, I haven't cleaned this up for like forever, but this is the first award I ever won, and it is not going to show up at all on camera. You can almost see the lettering. This was my 2nd place trophy that I got when I was like, I don't know, 10 or I was probably more like 8 or 7 at the time. Snow plowing, skiing down the slopes. So that is 5 crazy things from Uncle Bill's house, all of which had something to do with exercise or losing weight, physical fitness. Now, does anybody have any questions? And Andrew, I tried something that I hadn't done in a long time. Totally the opposite way of physical fitness. Brownie in a mug. And here is the recipe. You take a 1/4 cup of plain white flour, a 1/4 cup of plain white sugar or brown sugar. Then you take 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You put this all into a big microwave safe mug, coffee mug. Okay, so put that in there. And then you take 3 tablespoons of olive oil or any mild flavored cooking oil. Well, first you stir it all up, and a pinch of salt. Stir it up. You can add a little bit of vanilla if you want also. Stir it all up. Then you add 3, it's either 3 tablespoons of oil and then 1 tablespoon of, I think it's 1 tablespoon of oil and then 3 tablespoons of water. And then you stir it all up, and 1 minute and 40 seconds in the microwave, come out lava hot, and it's yum and satisfies any sugar craving. And that's everything that's going on. Uncle Bill also is very excited this week because I did something that I was wanting to do, and these are great. I get them over at Dollar Tree for storing lavalier microphones, which is what I wanted to pull out of. This one probably has it. Has a lavalier microphone and a set of earphones that I stored in here. And I am looking for my new recorder. Now, on Saturday, I went out with this recorder and I went shopping and I went down to the beach. And what else did I use? I used this recorder, a selfie stick, and this camera. Now, this camera has very bad sound. It's old school. It's almost vintage. And this is an early model HD camera. Not really designed for taking movies, but you can do it. And it doesn't do a bad job. I went out with this recorder, which is a Sony stereo recorder. I can put the link in if you guys want and decide that I should do that. And the lavalier microphone, this is a $20 Movo lavalier microphone. I plugged it in and it worked. Oh man, I was so happy. And Uncle Bill was able to sync the soundtrack up with the soundtrack off of this recorder so that my sound matches my voice. And if I could do sound effects, I would make it sound like my voice doesn't match at the moment, just to make it sound even more fun. But it was fun, and it's going to be fun editing it. This week's Friday video, spoiler alert, is going to be that recording. I have probably about 2 hours worth of video, and I will snip it down to about 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how well you like it. Retro is 20 years old. Well, thanks, Bridget. Vintage is 50 years old. Well, I am vintage, so I own it, so it must be vintage. No, I'm just kidding. And what else am I getting corrected on right now? Andrew, so how's your week going, Andrew? I hope things are going well. And let's see, I did the five things. See, I even took notes. Welcome, 5 things, which I covered. And now we're into questions. If anybody's got any questions, just speak them up. Even you, Bridget, you can ask questions too, even though Bridget's coming over at 3:00 today. We're going to get together. And Bridget, if you want, you can come over anytime after the stream. So if you want to come earlier than 3, that's fine too. I broke out my air fryer today. It was made up some yummy French fries. And the trick to doing the air fryer and the French fries is just you spray the living tar out of them with any sort of mystified oil, and you're all set. Just as I had expected, air fryers really, they're good, but you can get the same result out of an oven, really. And the cooking time isn't that much better than out of an oven. They do get a crispier skin on a chicken. However, I think a conventional oven does a pretty good job. Yes, come on over early. You can come over, well, wait until the end of the broadcast, and then you can come over. So does anybody have, Andrew, you got any questions, any or cooking gadgets that you're kind of interested in? Do you have one of those fry things like I have for doing fries? I love those things. The fry press. And the thing I like about the one that I have is that it's so simple. You know, it's just that wire grid and you just push it down and you're done. I love French fries. As a matter of fact, that was my main reason for buying an air fryer was to get French fries. And one thing that an air fryer will do better than a regular oven, is it does good French fries. And it does good chicken. So I'm happy. Tonight is going to be steak and fries, because one of the things about an air fryer is they are a real pain to clean out. So if you decide to get one, I would get maybe one of the convection ovens that also does air frying. Something that just is a little bit easier to get into the nooks and crannies on. Can you send the link for the recorder? I shall. Not only will I send you a link, Andrew, but I will also, what else am I going to do? I am going to put a link in the description too. Now, I really did like this recorder a lot. It even has noise filters that I can do. The microphones on this actually are better quality than my Movo lavalier microphone. However, that said, if you're out and about and outside with this, you're going to pick up everything else under the sun. You know, the birds chirping, the crickets, the people whispering on the corner. You're going to hear everything. It has a low pass filter. It has a noise filter in it. This thing is smarter than I am. When you hit the record, you get record. You can also, here, I'll just show you. Let me see, seeing as we have time, and we're, all right, turn on. It's powering on right now. Okay. This is just a quick test. Whoa. Yeah. I just remembered. Don't hold down on the record button because it'll pause it. Now I'm recording. This is a quick test of the recorder so that people can see how well it works, and we'll check it out. Of course, we're going to be on a garbage speaker because it's the little recorder speaker, but just get you an idea. Now I'm recording. This is a quick test of the recorder so that people can see how well it works, and we'll check it out. Of course, we're going to be on a garbage speaker because it's the little recorder speaker, but that's it. Get you an idea. Not too bad. The other thing that I thought was really killer on this, I mean, I got it for, I ended up spending more than I wanted to. I was going to wait until it got down to $50. And of course, as soon as I bought it, it went down to $50. I think I bought it at $54, which, you know, in the scheme of life, it doesn't matter, but I'm a little bit thrifty. Just ask Bridget, she'll tell you. You can monitor your recording with the because you have the earphone jack too, right over here. And you can actually monitor your recording while you're doing it. And that is, wow, a feature that's even on really expensive recorders. Oh, and the other thing I didn't even show you. Look at that. Right there. That is a USB connector. So you can just plug this straight into your computer. The computer actually recognizes this even if it's off, and the recorder will actually turn itself on, which I found to be amazing. Now turn off, and It doesn't shut off automatically, so it's a good idea to shut it off after. But if it's anything like my other recorders that I've had in the past, it should be fairly conservative with batteries. And I just happen to have the recorder that I'm giving to Bridget, because Bridget asked me if she could have one of my old digital recorders. Here's its predecessor, another Sony. This one did me well for many years. And then I had a predecessor to that, which was my Olympus. And I like that too. Like digital recorders. And I like vintage. I thought it was kind of cute, and it'll be a little bit different. This Friday's video is going to have a little bit more of a gritty feel to it, because it's going to be a different type of recorder. It's going to be closer to Uncle Bill's primary recording. Yes, I am thrifty. I am very thrifty. As a matter of fact, when I did the video, I might include it. I don't know. Maybe you guys will want it. But I actually, after I came back, because I spent $7 whole at the thrift shop, one of the things I bought, I was hoping this would work, was I bought a Camelback. This is for putting a Camelback pouch in, but I thought it might be just long enough to put my small tripod to that new light kit that I got. Speaking of which, I told you guys I was going to do that short. You need to check out that short and let me know how you like it. I have a new shorts out that is for my Kiayu lighting equipment. I'm amazed. For $33, I basically have a 3-point light setup. The one that I'm using right now is even less than that, but this is a permanent light setup pretty much. Well, actually, it's not less than that when you add in the hood that I have. I forgot about the softbox hood that I have for the small light. That's almost $20 right there. And I lost my train of thought. This is a very slow one. It was off the track. Anyways, lots of fun. This video on Friday, hopefully I can string it all together. Oh yeah, $7 over at the thrift shop. And I also got purchased a whole bunch of used silverware so that I can have a whole bunch of that. And it also weighted down my pack. And then I went over to the Dollar Tree and I got this and a whole bunch of other food that I purchased because I was a little bit hungry. And it was fun time. So that's how I get my exercise. That's my gym, shoptastics, whatever, where you shop and you add weight to your backpack. Oh, do I even have it around here? Yes, I do. I got one more thing to show you. Oh, and I'm past 1:30. Oh man, I got to sign off pretty soon. Right after this, I'm going to share this one thing. For $1 over at the Dollar Tree, a small little backpack. And believe it or not, this little thing, and yes, I get them all sorts of colors because I want them to stand out. And it fits Uncle Bill for $1. Where are you going to get a backpack for $1? And I could put a couple of things in there, a water bottle, a small camera, and a tripod, and I'm all set for $1. And anyways, thanks for watching. This is the Uncle Bill Variety Channel. I didn't realize I already ran over half an hour, where we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, and we climb, metaphorical for physical activity. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I love you all. And I'm cutting off the stream because we said we were going to cut them down to 30 minutes. And have a great day. Bye-bye.